Alright, in this recording I'm going to show you how to use Mixamo. Um, One of the things about Mixamo is that you'll be logging in with your basically your Creative Cloud account. So make sure you know your username and password to get into it. You'll need to go actually through a browser through Mixamo.com. You'll see it's owned by Adobe. So your account will be able to get in and just log in, and you will be able to use Mixamo. All right, so I'm going to go to right to Maya. Turn that off real quick, and we'll work on a character. One of the things when you're working with a character, you typically want your character to be in a T pose, but you definitely want to have the legs kind of spread out just in case the vertices will start grabbing each other. Typically it doesn't really happen a lot, but if you create a V here, it'll help out in the long run. So I'm going to do that real quick. You can grab these and do edit group, and we'll ungroup it later. Just grab one, go up the hierarchy, we're going to hit W, and we're going to see our center pivots there. I'm going to go ahead and hit D, and then you can move basically the center axis. I'm just going to go straight up, make it easy so they're both kind of similar. So I'm going to spread it out just a bit, okay, and I'm going to do the same for here. Go ahead and grab both, create edit group. Alright, you can see the same thing happen here. Your pivot point, it'd be kind of hard to rotate these. So I'm holding down D, and that'll make your pivot point. I'm just going to go try to do the same rotation axis just so they're similar. Trying to create some symmetry, but if you want it dead on symmetry, you could probably do a duplicate special or something like that, but I think this is fine. Again, you want to keep your low polygon count. Looks like done a really good job with the shoes. It was really low. Leg is pretty good. Could be a little bit less, but that's fine. So I'm just selecting everything. Looks pretty good. Face is fantastic. The hat's fantastic too. Alright, so one of the things you can see, there's a lot of data here. Before you kick this out to Mixamo, you're going to create this into FBX, and I assume that you'll have textures on this. I haven't really looked at the UVs. I go to Windows UV Editor. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty close to putting some textures on there. You'll want to have this all fully textured before you export out. So one of the big things you want to do to make this super light, we'll go into our channel editor, and you can kind of see here it has all the history over here on the right of everything you've done on it. So that actually will carry over in your FBX, and it definitely will carry over into your game. So you don't want to put all this stuff in here. So what we're going to do real quick is one thing is ungroup this, and then we'll delete it. Alright, so go up here, hit G, I'm going to ungroup it again so you can see that it doesn't have that history anymore. If you have any other groups, go ahead and ungroup it. But the big thing is deleting the history. Alright, so I'll show you real quick what that looks like. I'm going to go delete by type, history, and you can see all that got deleted. So literally you're going to make this probably 3/4 or maybe in half the size. So I hit G, which is the last G. G, 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 G. Looks like everything. I'm going to grab the eyeballs. It looks like that's oops, the belt definitely needs it. Let's see. I'm not sure if the earrings, it looks like there's earrings. a little bit on the eyeballs. And I'm doing this quick. You'll really need to spin it around, make sure everything's nice and clean. That's good. Not sure why that's all red. Alright, so another thing you want to do is freeze transformation. You can see this is all red. It's way out of whack for your trans X, Y, Z's and stuff like that. You want to basically have it all on 0 so your origin is nice and clean. So that's the next step we're going to do is select each one of these and go to Edit. And we're going to delete by, we're going to modify Freeze Transformations. Now watch what happens when I, over here on the right, when I do this Freeze Transformations, it explodes. Nothing happened. Alright, something is up with this hat. I'm not sure what's going on. It's coming up red, so that's kind of strange. I'm not sure if you have it locked or something. Alright, well, let's go ahead, freeze transformation. You'll see it over here, this trans X. So I'm going to hit G for freeze transformation. G for the face. So basically we can do our marquee over everything. I'm going to deselect the hat since we're having issues with that and hit G. Alright, so everything is frozen, transformations. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to hit Command D. Alright, so what I would do is Command D and get a new hat. I think delete that one, something's wrong with that. I just did a Command D, which is duplicate. Really, I don't know why it's coming up red. But again, freeze transformation on this. We're going to go modify freeze transformation. Right. So everything's nice and healthy. We got the legs kind of a nice stand so they don't, when get into Mixamo, it will do it properly. Alright, so if you have textures on there, that would be fantastic. So what you want to do is freeze transformation, delete history. We're going to select it all. If you don't have FBX set up, you're going to go into your plug and manager and just make sure Maya Tumor is on. That'll be your FBX. So let's see if FBX. I think that's it. If you don't have that, you won't be able to export that out as a FBX. So let's go ahead and test this. Export all. Okay. I'm going to go to desktop. All this. Underscore test body. Alright, so I just made a kind of a crazy name. So when you export this, you're not really interested in animation. We don't have any rig or anything like that, so you don't need to click on that. But you do need to scroll down here. This may be closed. I use this all the time, so it may be open. Open up embedded media and make sure that is on. Now if you have textures on there, this will make all your textures popped into that FBX. This is really crucial to getting this into Mixamo and also into the Unity game engine. So we're just going to go ahead and export all. Just make sure you know what it is. It's a_test_body. We're going to hit export all. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to my browser. And again, you'll want to sign in if you forgot your Adobe Cloud. Just go to your CC right here, and then just put in your email, and then say you forgot it, your password. I had to do it 3 times to get my password. I've forgotten it. So just make sure you get signed in. We're going to go ahead and upload this. I may do this on a separate movie, but let's see how far I can get. Alright, so you can kind of see by watching the tutorials, will kind of help you out. They've got a lot of cool features, but basically you want to not create, but just rig and animate it. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and create. Go ahead and rig. Rig your character. It's really easy. It should only take you about 5 minutes to rig it. And again, I may have to do this on a second video just in case. Alright, so basically you just drop that in there and you can see it's FBX, OBJ, zip files or anything like that. So I want to select a character, go through my horrible desktop. Sorry for all the stuff up here, but I'm going to go up here and it's, I think we called it A_test body, FBX. You can see it's about 1.3 megabyte, pretty lightweight. It'll probably be a little bit heavier than that if you have your texture, so probably 2 to 3 megabytes. Go ahead and hit open. You can see it uploads pretty quick because it's only 1.5 megabyte. It says it's going to take less than half a minute. Usually it goes a little bit quicker than that. Alright, looks like I have a duplicate leg, so make sure you delete everything out of your scene. We'll keep going with this. This is alright. I don't know if we can, no, you're just going to have to accept it. So when I hit export all, it may have had some of your stuff and those sublayers hidden. So make sure you go through and clean that up. It's okay. So this is really easy. We're just going to say where the chin is. Oops, go a little bit lower for the chin. Wrist. Just like that. Elbows. Okay, I'm doing it quickly. You may want to spend a lot more time than I am doing. And then kind of the groin area. Alright, so we're going to go to next. Sounds like my computer's about to explode. This will take about 2 minutes. I like that she has this double boot thing. Maybe she's doing performance art. Maybe that's where she keeps her weapons, I don't know. Alright. What's going on here? Next. Alright, so something happened here. I think I'm going to have to go back and remove that boot. It may have done something strange. So everything is compressed down to the center. I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm going to do another tutorial, but this will get you started to this area. It should work dead on, and then you go next, and then put your animations on there. All right. So look forward to the second video for this. I'm sorry this chopped off.